Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. I've been blessed to try so many new products throughout 2023 as part of filming content for you guys here on Mad About Skin. But I took a look over the new skincare that I'd added to my collection and worked out what are like my top 5, the products that impressed me the most that I want to fangirl and share with you in today's video. That's really what it's all about. These are my top 5 picks for 2023 so far, and the products that, if you're in the market for a new skincare item, might be worth a second look. Sit back, relax, let's talk new skincare I'm loving. Now, before we get into this video, I would love to know what your own hot take on any of the products mentioned in today's video has been. These are just my thoughts, feelings, and opinions, and I'd love to hear yours, so sound off in the comments section below. Whatever your thoughts on these products, if you enjoy this style of content, summary videos, looking back on the products that I've tried maybe over a longer period of time, and you like this sort of informal chit chat, then let me know by reaching down and giving the video a thumbs up and a like. I always want to create the videos that you guys enjoy consuming the most, and this is a great way of letting me know. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now, first up is a drugstore eye cream. I've actually tried some really great eye creams in the last 12 months. I love the two from Revolution Skincare. They have their Miracle eye cream and their Pigmentation Correcting eye cream. Both are actually holy grails and staples in my skincare routine. I'll link those in the description box below, as will everything I mentioned today. But a recent find that I've been really impressed with is this. This is the Garnier Vitamin C Eye Cream. Now, this is like the sister to their Vitamin C Eye Serum, which is garbage. Hated that serum, and I captured all the reasons why in a video, which I'll leave a link to up there. It was like a case of nothing to see here when it came to that serum. So when I tried this one, I thought, am I just going to be as underwhelmed? And no, honestly, it's like chalk and cheese, polar opposites. This is really well formulated. So in here, you've got some banana powder, which is going to brighten the under eye area, give like the immediate color correction. You've got some caffeine, you've got some niacinamide, and you've got some vitamin C. Altogether, this is going to brighten the under eye area in the long term and give some immediate colour correction. This hasn't got high potencies and concentrations of any of those actives, which I would normally criticise if you were using them over the rest of the face, because I just think you're going to be underwhelmed with the results. But under the delicate eye area, those low concentrations I actually think could be preferential. They might actually deliver some really great benefits, minimum risk of side effects and irritation. Definitely a product that you're going to want to use consistently in the long term to see the maximum benefits, but because that banana powder, you get that short-term gratification and colour correction in an instant. If you see how it goes onto the skin, it's got a really nice applicator. I personally wouldn't put this to the eye. I would apply it to the finger and then apply it. I just think that's more hygienic, but it has got like a silicone tip if that's how you like to apply your products. A little goes a long way, and if you see it's sort of yellow in coloration, it blends in and it neutralises some of those dark circles, the discoloration under the eye. It's completely matte, so you don't get any of that shine or dewiness, which I'm not a big fan of. I think, a lot of eye cream brands will have us believe that we need to have that illuminated under eye. We don't. If they use like sparkly bits and, mica and things in there, they actually just sit in any fine lines and creases that we have under the eye, exacerbating them. It's actually quite aging. So something matte like this that just does a light colour correction and gets to work, I think is great. And I paid, I think, £7 for this. Little goes a long way, like I said, and yeah, it's definitely a new holy grail find. Now, also at the drugstore is this product. This is the Geek & Gorgeous Mighty Melt Cleanser. Look how much product you're getting with this. This is like a cleansing balm that's going to last you 6 months, which I love. I'm fed up of buying tiny little products, because has anyone else noticed that the size of skincare products seems to be shrinking, shrinking, and shrinking, but the price never goes down? I think this is like a crafty way of brands increasing their margins. Well, not with Geek & Gorgeous. You get a bucket load of product, 100ml in here, and it's one of the best cleansing balms I think I've ever tried. I'm not someone that uses a cleansing balm every single night. Some people do, some people don't. To me, I use it on the nights where I want to do a deep facial massage. This works really well for that. And it's quite a simple product. You look at the list of ingredients, there's not a whole lot of different ingredients in here, but it doesn't have to be. It works to dissolve all of the waterproof makeup, any water-resistant SPF, but it doesn't leave a film behind. And this is important to me, because I'm sick of those cleansing balms. Even after you've emulsified and rinsed them off, there's this thick film left on the skin. We don't have time for that. You don't get it with this. It's bright in terms of its packaging, it's uplifting, and Geek & Gorgeous are one of my favourite brands, so I was really excited to try this, and it didn't disappoint. If you can't get the Geek & Gorgeous are really accessible and ridiculously affordable in the UK and the European Union. If you're in the States and you know, the shipping charges for Geek Gorgeous are a little bit up there, you could try the Juno Co Clean 10 Balm, which is very similar to this in terms of performance, but the Juno Co one is fragranced, whereas this one's fragrance free. So it's not an exact similar product, but that would be a comparison if you're struggling to get Geek and Gorgeous. But if you can get your hands on this, buy it. Your skin will love it. Now, at risk of sounding a bit like a broken record, product number 3 is also drugstore. In fact, all 5 are drugstore. And that wasn't deliberate. I did look at all the new skincare that I introduced into my collection this year and chose my top 5. They all just happen to be drugstore priced. And I love that because my mantra here on Mad About Skin is the drugstore is where it's at when it comes to quality skincare. We don't need to overpay. And these products really prove that. And in third place is this. This is the Altruist Dermatologist Hand Repair Cream with 10% urea. So hand creams, I think people talk about hand creams like they do neck creams or eye creams. Do you need one? No, you absolutely don't. You can use the rest of your skincare on all of these areas. But these areas can be prone to a little bit more sensitivity, might be more dryness prone, so sometimes they can be a benefit for reaching for an area-specific treatment. When it comes to hand creams, most of them are just moisturizers, and they're also often really, really greasy, which isn't great if you're typing on your keyboard and everything just like smeared with grease. We don't want that. I want something that's deeply nourishing and hydrated. You know, hands work hard for us, so we want a product to, you know, treat them with a little love and a little TLC, but also that's matte, so you can get on with the rest of your day without leaving a grease slick behind you wherever you go. This delivers that. This has a 10% concentration of urea. It's also got some dimethicone, which is going to help lock in some of that hydration, but also smooth everything out. It's got a touch of lactic acid, which is great because it'll smooth out the hands. Also a humectant to lock in and retain moisture, and will, over time, if used consistently, help to eat away any discoloration, pigmentation that you might have on the hands. Don't forget, our hands will show signs of aging the way that our face does, so we do need to treat them with a little love. This is just an all-round amazing product. I do also use this on the face sometimes because if you're having a really dry skin day, putting something like this on, which is almost acts a bit like an occlusive, it leaves a little bit of a film until it sinks in after like 1 or 2 minutes. That can be quite beneficial for locking in all that moisture and why I think it's so great on the hands. You apply a decent amount of this onto the hands, let it sink in for like a minute, and then you can get on with the rest of your day. Your hands are nourished, it has long-lasting hydration, not one of those products you have to reapply every 2 hours, which I can't stand. I want something that's going to actually deliver protection all day long. This is it. It's a bit like, it's like wearing a glove of hydration. So if you see how this goes on, it's very much gel-like in its consistency, which I personally really enjoy, and you just work it in and get all that great hydration benefit. If you remember the chemistry brand Hand Hydration, which used to be my favorite, but that was discontinued, and I know a lot of people have been saying, is there an alternative? Absolutely. This is kind of it. I think the formulation is even just that little bit better because of that 10% urea, and it's fragrance free. So if you're looking for fragrance free skincare, this is it. But I've worked that in and it doesn't smell of anything at all. So it's not got that funky scent that some fragrance free skincare can, not at all. It has got really no scent at all. And my hands, they're not slippy, they're not greasy. I can get with typing, texting, whatever. Just knowing that my hands are protected all day long. Such a good product, and I think it retails for like £8. Affordable, you only need to apply it once, maximum twice a day, and your hands have everything they need. Now, product 4 is this. This is the Indeed Labs Vitamin C 24, which is actually the most expensive of all the products mentioned today. I think I paid $19.99 for this, so still drugstore, but I'd say the upper end of that drugstore bracket. I'm happy to pay a little bit more for this though, because it's formulated so well. If you've ever used the ordinary vitamin C in silicone and found that it just doesn't layer, it pills, it balls up, it's just not a pleasure to use, but you like the idea of a vitamin C in a silicone base, reach for this. It's basically the same but with a better formulation that doesn't ball up and just glides onto the skin. I actually quite like to use vitamin C in a dimethicone base because I find even though it's got a high concentration, 22% of ascorbic acid in here, you get less irritation because of that dimethicone. But you definitely get some great results. I use this very infrequently. My skin is particularly reactive to high strength vitamin C, so I'll maybe use this a couple of times a week just to up my glow game a little bit, but my skin's really enjoying it. It's quite hydrating, which is nice because ascorbic acid can strip and dry the skin, so you don't have a problem with that with this product. And yeah, it's just a pleasure to use. If you want to see it in action with some swatches and stuff, I did an Indeed Labs review video, which I'll leave a link to up there if you did want to check it out. But yeah, this I'm definitely impressed with. And whilst it's not going to be for everyone, you know, some people prefer that their vitamin C's come in a water-based or an oil formulation, which is fine. If you like a silicone-based vitamin C that leaves your skin feeling super smooth and hydrated at the same time, this is a really, really effective option. Now, I feel in a lot of ways I might have saved the best till last. Step in the Q&A Skin Azelaic Acid Balancing Serum. I adore this. I thought that I'd matched the colour of my top to this because I love it that much. And then actually when I see it translates on camera, we're not even close. So we'll just move on from that. So this is such a great, really nice mid-strength azelaic acid. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I covered it in a separate video. I love it that much, which again, I'm going to leave a link to up there. But this is the perfect replacement for the Face Theory azelaic acid, which is now like ridiculously overpriced. I think they put the price of that product up 4 times in the last 12 months. Ridiculous. So I moved away from that and looked for some alternatives, and I found this. I love the fact you've got aloe in here, you've got some great plant extracts to calm and soothe, and that really nice mid-strength of azelaic acid that will kind of just work for everyone. Some people might want to go for a stronger azelaic acid, 15 or 20%, in which case this won't be the product for you. But if you want a starter azelaic acid, something that you can use frequently in your skincare routine with minimum risk of irritation, this is definitely the one that I would recommend, and it feels gorgeous on the skin. I'll just do a tiny swatch for you here so you can see exactly how it applies. It goes in quite a milky consistency. I'd say it's halfway between like a gel and a serum, but it just disappears without a trace. Zero tackiness, zero stickiness, because some azelaic acids can be a little bit tacky even after you've let it sink in. Not with this, just dries down completely, but will give you that azelaic acid boost that I think everyone's skincare could definitely be improved by. This, holy grail, and again, £8. So under £10, drugstore, affordable, and fabulous. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my top 5 new skincare products of 2023. Are there any others that you would add to this list? Let me know in the comments section below, because your recommendations really do shape the products I try out and review in the future. Hopefully, I'm going to discover even more amazing holy grails as 2023 progresses, but I wanted to capture the best of the best, just in case you're looking for a little inspiration for new skincare to incorporate in your routine. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, love your skin. Take care. Bye.